sopranissimo ukulele. Well, it's all a bit of a mouthful, but this is it. It's tiny little thing, and smaller than a soprano. So here's a normal soprano ukulele, which in comparison is quite big. You can also get sopranino, which is somewhere halfway in between, and then this sopranissimo ukulele. They do these in different colours. So from Ohana, I got the green because you can do this, which is pretty cool. And but I got it really for fun. But it's turned out it's actually much more playable and so on than I expected it to be. They do these in green, red, blue. I think there's also a natural colour as well, maybe in mahogany. These are willow and have a nice pattern on them. So there you go. I got this one from World of Ukes, and one of the nice things with them is you get this little card which explains how the ukulele has been set up. When it's delivered, it turns up with the card in the strings there, and you take it out, you can see what went on. This one in the setup, so straight out of the factory, it had an action of 3mm. Now it's 2.25. Other adjustments, he says, action lowered a lot at the nut, sounds better tuned A, D, F sharp, B. A bit more on that in a second. So the great thing about getting it set up is it makes it a lot more playable than some of the ukuleles you might just buy off Amazon or whatever. So they're set up properly. Most proper retailers in the UK will do that. I've been buying from World of Ukes for ages, and always superb. This, as I say, I got it more as a novelty, and I was actually very surprised how well it plays. So although it's small, you need to tighten your fingers up a bit. You know, it's pretty good. And finger pickers can do their own thing as well, of course. One thing that Matt recommends is, although you can tune these to G, C, E, A, they use normal soprano strings, and because they're shorter, then the strings are a bit slacker. They don't sound quite as bright if you tune it G, C, E, A. So he recommends that you tune it A, D, F sharp, B, which is something a lot of people do use for sopranos. And it's just tuned a step higher. So a note that would have been G, which is that one, is now A. So this is actually A. So where it was G, it is now. And then your C string, the next string, would have been C, is now D, instead of. And then E becomes F sharp, and your A becomes a B. So instead of G, C, E, A, which was, you've now got A, D, F sharp, B. Sorry. So becomes. So it all sounds very confusing. But in actual fact, if you're just playing on your own, you can basically play the same shapes as you ever did. So earlier I was playing A and D, or A and D shapes, which now become B and E. So if you were playing a blues riff, then it would become B, then E, and F. So and then the F, or something like that anyway. So if you're playing on your own, you can just play the same shapes anyway, and it's just a couple of steps up. If you're singing along, then you just sing a little bit higher. You change the keys as normal. So all the shapes are the same. So your A shape becomes B, your G shape becomes A, D shape becomes E. So you've got an easier way to play a D, or you can play it the other way. Your F will become a G, and so on. So there you go. It's not terrible. It's a bit, if you're used to playing baritone, I suppose you're already used to shifting chords around. So it's the same sort of idea, just shifting up one step rather than 4, or down 4, I think, on baritone. So anyway, rest of the things about the uke, it's got side markers so you can see what's going on. Geared tuners, it's all very standard stuff. Lovely little uke, and about 120, 130 pounds, all set up and delivered from World of Uke. So really it's good. As I say, I got it just for a novelty, bit of fun for some videos and things, and turns out it's actually a properly usable uke, which I wasn't expecting. So there you go, the Ohana O'Nino sopranissimo ukulele. Cheers.